that. What? Did you think I was going to spoil the surprise? You little coffeeholics know that it isn't time for you to see what my face looks like just yet. What would be the point of ruining an incentive? After all, we are not quite where we need to be. I am looking over right now. And let's see. We are still a little ways away. As you can see, there's only 20 there. Can't exactly reveal my face to you just yet when we're not even close to the goal, can I? But as you can tell, I got my fresh pop brewing right now. Got my cup ready to fill. And as I'm sure you've already been able to ascertain, it is time for another episode of Coffee with Contin. After all, that is why you're here. This is episode 15. Not in the, I'm not exactly trying to sit here and make rhymes, by the way. That happened. Oh, look at that. I'm going to have to plug this in while I'm talking, because the phone's only at 14%. That clearly will not work for recording purposes. The phone will die well before I actually finish recording. So, if I can get the damn thing to cooperate. There we go. You are all plugged in, and you're good to go. Oh, look at that. Looks like Contin's just teasing all kinds of things tonight. I will set it up like this for now, as soon as I can get the damn thing to stabilize itself. It's gonna work. I tried to get it set up to where it was actually a little bit easier, but it doesn't want to cooperate, and I don't feel like fighting with it. So that's where we're at right there. Then, anywho, so as I mentioned in the post earlier today, it was a hellacious night at work today. Kind of an odd statement at work. Today, whatever. you all know what I'm talking about. You've had those days where everything just seems to want to piss you off and not exactly be conducive to a healthy mental state. As it is, I am well enough adjusted to everything and more than sufficiently calmed down from that shit show. Sorry, Papa, stole you. Kind of plugging your podcast there for a minute. Either way, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how I managed to take more calls tonight in a shift that is significantly shorter than my normal ones than I do on a normal shift. I managed to end the day with over 30 calls when I usually wind up with around 20 to 25, somewhere in that realm on a normal 10-hour day. Today was only 6. But we were also working with just myself and 3 other agents, so kinda balances that one out when there's usually 9 to 11 of us. Yeah, so you can imagine how busy tonight was for me at work. That was, what's the word here I want to use? Fun, fruitful. No, it was just stupid and asinine. Well, we'll just go with that. Best way to put it. And here I go again, rambling. After all, I'm starting to think that that's why some of you actually show up, is to hear me just randomly go on about crap. So, that being said, the first episode of History of Draco was all about Gare. He is in effect the initial patriarch of the Draco family. There is, in fact, going to be a part 2 of the story of Gare getting posted, very likely sometime in the next 24 hours. And then, depending on how I feel at the end of the video, if I feel like I've sufficiently given enough information about him, at that point I will be moving on to Rendrig. Rendrig is not exactly a character I've ever really spent a whole lot of time considering. If I'm being 100% honest, Gare is one of the few ancient Draco family members that I've really spent a lot of time on. Gare, Angelus, and there are a couple of other ancient ones, quote unquote. And by ancient, I mean any of the Draco family members that are over 15,000 years old. I like to, if you haven't noticed, I like to go on to extremes with things like that. Most people, when they make an old, quote-unquote, elf, usually they're in the hundreds. Contin, in and of himself, is over 6,000. And it just gets older and older as you go back through the generations from there. But, yeah, so a little bit of a quick update there for you. While it is rather funny to think about, however, I am actually considering, not considering at this point, Lillian, or Slayer CC, my daughter, has expressed interest in doing some collab work with me. So there is going to be, in addition to this main account, there's also going to be Draco Family Gaming is going to be an account soon. I'm going to be doing mostly collab work there, being the male head of the Draco family, quote unquote. Kind of only fitting. But I'm going to be doing some stuff there with Slayer CC, with my brother Mike, or Mihail as he likes to go by. Potentially my sister Elkara, if I can actually get her to get her ass around so we can actually do something on there together. Which, by the way, Elkara, if you're listening, I don't know why you'd be starting at this video instead of the other 14 ahead of it, or any of the other ones, but yeah, I do intend to do some collab work with you at some point, so bear that in mind. You have no option. You are going to be doing it. We just have to figure out how. So, there is that, and as I'm sure you can probably hear, my coffee pot is just about finished brewing. There's very likely going to be a jump cut, so to speak, here in just a minute, so I can actually fill the cup up. Let's see, what else did I want to go over with you guys tonight? Yeah, this one I actually did put a little bit of thought into. It's not just completely winging it, or angry winging, I should say, in this case, given Monday's stream for you, Jen. So I'm trying to think about all the different things that I wanted to go over. I brought up the Draco Family Gaming channel, with all the different collab work. I brought up the second episode of Gare and potentially the following episode of History of Draco being on Rendrig. I'm trying to think if there was anything else really other than the little mini rant from work. No, not that I can think of. Oh, real quick thought. Any of you who are listening to this, if you are in Australia, I don't know if any of the people listening actually are or not, or if you know anybody from Australia, be sure and be on the lookout. There was a series of reports about people finding black widow spiders in their seedless red grape bags. I don't know why my voice wanted to go so much lower on that. So if you're in Australia or if you know anybody there, definitely let them know. The grapes that were found were all from Woolworths. So definitely make sure and keep all of your friends and family from the area safe, or keep yourself safe as the case may depend on. Because I definitely don't want any of you finding that by mistake. Going to eat a grape and you find you get a big black spider in your hand. So yeah, there's that. And the coffee pot is officially done brewing. So here's the jump cut. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are a few phrases in the English language sexier than fresh, hot coffee. So there's that. There is the whole thing with the spiders from Woolworths, grapes. Like I was saying, just keep yourself safe, keep your friends and family safe that you know that are in the area. Yeah, that's not a nasty surprise anybody wants to find. But, So, I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to be posting a poll shortly after this video goes up about what you guys want to see me talk about in the next one. Nobody's really doing that for me at the moment in the video comments, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave a poll there as to what you want to hear me talk about, whether it be video games, Pokemon specifically, although that is a completely oversaturated thing here on YouTube. Or if you want me to just kind of bleed history of Draco into here a little bit, I might be tempted to do that. Give some more interesting side facts about characters that I don't really go over in the actual history of Draco video series. But not exactly a whole lot left, even of a random nature, that I'm really considering going over. Although I do find it funny, since I did bring up Pokemon, that people are still learning about the thing with Terapagos, the new turtle legendary, that he is in effect the shape of the Paldea region map. If you actually pull that up and look, you will notice distinct similarities in not only shape, but accents on the turtle as well as on the in-game map. It's very hard to dispute that, especially where certain things are placed. So that in mind, I am going to go ahead and call this one actually a little bit early. Normally I'd be sitting here rambling on for another 14 or so minutes, but I really have nothing else to really go over at this point. So I will, like I said, I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the night. And as always, I love all of you, and I'm thankful for your support. That is why I'm still doing this over almost 3 months after I initially started. So you all have a wonderful night. Keep that coffee nice and hot and sweet. And I will see you in the next episode of Coffee with Contin. Bye-bye.